It's been a while, man.
I know, it's been a while, hasn't it?
Dave, I haven't seen you for a while, buddy.
Oh, it's time to be back.
Yeah, I'm back.
I love just the first sound of it. Ready?
You got it.
There it is. I love it. The Ring of Hire. Jesus. Man, that's a hell of an intro, isn't it?
Incredible song, man. Incredible.
How you been, sir? Been a while, huh?
Good. If you seen yesterday, I posted I was singing with Elvis. You know, me and Elvis was in our cartoon world having a good time singing about jobs, right?
Oh, God. There's Bob. Hey, Bob.
Hey, good morning, Bob. But no, it's been a busy time for me. Just want to let everybody know, been busy trying to find people work. Me and Dave are finally back on the show. And I got a couple good things coming up in the next 3 weeks. I got 3 new shows coming up. I can't wait. And that's actually going to be on the street. So
well, it's about freaking time.
To social media too.
It's about time. And I just text Bob. We just text. If all goes well, if he gets that new job, that's going to be good. But if not, he's going to come on the show probably tomorrow or next day to we're going to put him out there and try to help him find a job.
Oh yeah, Hire Me Fridays. We'll throw him on.
Yeah, Hire Me Friday. I don't care. We're going to do Hire Me friggin' whatever day it is. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I don't care. We'll do it every day till we get Bob a job. So
you know it.
But today's subject, it's been a while since we've talked. Well, we talk every day. You're like
it's been every day for what? All summer, and now we took a little bit of time off because we both had different projects going on. But now,
oh my God, it's good to be back a little bit, trying to get back into the groove of shows. And I'm tired, man. I'm tired.
You're tired, and I'm jacked up on caffeine, so it's all good.
My eyes, they're I can't even tell you this new makeup that I've been using and trying, man. I'm like, they hurt. They hurt. But, we wanted to bring up the subject again, mindset of staffing. And I know you wanted to bring up one subject first that you wanted to talk about, and then I'll bring up what I wanted to talk about. So it's all yours.
Exactly. I think one of the things I've seen as I travel throughout the country and I see on social media is in our staffing industry, we're in that frustration mode. And I'm telling you this, I see this all the time, Dave, and I'm not going to sugarcoat this because I don't sugarcoat anything. I see so many, and I commented yesterday to some people, recruiters are like, what are you frustrated about? This, and they had 5 frustrations. If you got 5 frustrations, how are you going to get quality candidates and how are you going to get clients? Because it's going to be in your voice. And I explained to them, I said, it's mindset, positive mindset. If somebody doesn't show up for a job or you can't get that many people, see somebody doesn't show up for a job, Dave. It's just like football. Okay, what do? You find a replacement, right? There's a solution for everything. And I think that's the big thing right now. The frustration and mental health of our industry is
of the recruiters.
A little bit.
Who's the one being negative? Like who is the one, the recruiter's frustration also, or?
It's the recruiter. It's the recruiters all the way. And staffing owners are frustrated because they can't get the candidates. They cannot fill these orders. But here's what's happening. I even reached out to them and said, I'm willing to help you. We don't want third-party help. We want to do it all ourselves. Well, you know what? I'm going to tell everybody out there, you can't do everything yourself. Take a little bit of a cut in your profit to put people to work. Our whole goal is, and I tell this over and over, don't worry about the money. Don't worry about the profit right now. Worry about putting the workforce back to work. And everything else will follow. I'm telling you, this is a simple step that I've been following, and it works to a T.
It does. And it all comes down to the show I just did prior to this with Dave, Cerns, the CEO of HireMe Marketing. And we talked about it. And I said afterwards, I said, I'm frustrated. And he's like, why? And I told him, you have a solution to some of the issues, like with companies that need people. Okay. Mm-hmm. You can do it. You want to help them. How do you get that message to them to say, we can help? But again, nobody wants to change of having a third party join in right here. Again, I'm sorry for going off on this part, is when there's 6,000 jobs, and I just showed you on social media, on your page and mine there, that you have candidates. But if you can't place them anywhere, wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice to be able to just pair up? I think, when we talk about collaboration, to be able to partner, it's okay.
It is, Dave. And you know what? I don't like that word third party. We're not third party. We are your friends and your allies. We are your friends. It's like, I'm not a third party recruiter. I'm here to help you. The Shark is here to help you find people. Whatever we work out in the end, that's great. That should be the first discussion. Well, what's the sense? How about this company needs 300 people by next week? So let's get down and get dirty and get this done. And then we can talk about that later. But everybody, they want their own thing. They're like, these are my 300 people. And I think that's something that we have to change in the industry. These candidates are everybody's. They're not just yours because they just work for you for maybe 3 months and then they go to another staffing firm. They're everybody's. As long as they're working that day, that's what it's all about. Am I right, Dave?
No, I have to look up her name. She messaged me on LinkedIn last night. She had a candidate that had something, one little minor charge or something like that on his background. Would I know anybody willing to help to take him? I was like, yeah. I said, I know a lot of people in Lehigh Valley. I don't really care. I don't have a job for him, but
you're right. And you don't expect anything in return, do you? You don't expect anything in return. It's a favor.
So I sent her.
Yeah.
I don't care. Help the guy out. Listen, is it loss of revenue for me? Yeah, but at the end of the day, the connection I made with her in Easton, she's a recruiter. I don't care.
But also, you found that candidate a job. So guess what that candidate's going to do? Tell their friends, talk to Dave. You're the first line of, so you're going to get referrals for this. You see how this all works, that we need to work smarter, not harder. And I think right now,
you just said, wait. You just said what Tuvia says all the time. Tuvia,
good morning, buddy from Florida. But yes, am I right, Dave, on this?
Yes.
Everybody in the staffing industry right now is beating their heads against the wall trying to find the best solution. And all it is let's change and work together. I got this resolved. It's a simple solution if everybody will listen, but nobody wants to right now. Everybody wants to just grind it out themselves, and that's not the way to do this.
Right. It's not loss of revenue. Tuvia, what do you mean it's not loss of revenue? Oh, you're right. Yeah. It's not the way he's saying it, and he's right.
You want to gain this in the end, like I just said, with candidates and maybe a partnership with this, staffing firm down the road.
Rich, look what we've done, and we won't mention a company's name right now, and because we're still in the works of it. California, Pennsylvania. They need people. They've reached out.
300.
We had a meeting. We've had the virtual meeting, right? Mm-hmm. Now we said, let's give it a shot. Let's try something. Let's go back with them some insights, and we have that now.
Exactly.
But when you can take, I love it. It took 3 days. I was getting nervous even on that. But you saw it today. Listen, the applications, are all of them going to want to work there? I don't know. But we're going to reach out to each one of them, and then we're going to show the company, look, if you can take a staffing company, and we're in Pennsylvania, and you can fill jobs in California, I don't know how much more you want to be able to make a change.
Well, you know what? When they reached out to me, Dave, they reached out to other staffing firms, and everybody said they could not do it. Or here's what the big thing was. She called 10 staffing firms, one responded, the rest of them crickets. There we go. You have somebody in your backyard begging you that they need workers, and you're not responding and you're wondering why you don't have good new business or why you don't have a good credibility of a company. It's simple things, communication, everybody. I mean,
it is.
As much as I love everybody here, these are trigger points that we have to hit. I mean, I'm giving free advice out, and take it or not. But if you don't listen to some of the stuff that I've learned through talking to job seekers and seeing and just sitting back and analyzing everything across the whole world, you're going to be left behind, Dave. They are. Everybody's going to be left behind.
It is. Hey, guys, I want to tell you, Tuvia and Bob and who's listening, is Richard always sounds positive. Don't get me wrong. I'm sorry, Richard. I got to say this. Richard's full of love. Richard's like, I always go, Richard. But you should see the real Richard sometimes, me and him. Oh, my God. Oh.
But you know what, Dave? At the end, there's always a smile on my face because I find a solution, right?
But I have to yell at you all the time. I have to yell. I can put Richard. Listen, Richard calms me down, even though I feel like I'm pumped up now. But Richard does. But I can put Richard also in his place. I can sit there and say, "Hey, Richard." I had to add that.
But that's good for you, Dave, because you know what?
It is.
It makes you feel relaxed again, right?
It does. I need therapy.
Not to be a punching bag at times. It's a verbal punching. No, we joke about it, but no. Seriously, at the end of the day, I think we all need to have a little bit of. Everybody needs a little pep in their step, so it's great to have motivation from everybody, right?
It is, and like you said, you reach out California Job Shop, but that's a prime example. And we still got like about 5 more minutes here. I wanted to bring up one other thing that we talked about, and it's not like we're drive through job fairs.
Oh,
I know.
what?
We've talked about it before, and I just showed you. We're not going to say what company it was. I showed you the posting here in the Lehigh Valley of how it was posted. Now let's look at that. What did you? We're not going to mention companies. What did you notice and see about that? Why?
First, okay, the flyer. It's not user friendly. You can't read anything. It's got so much words on it. I mean, come on. I mean, there's no visuals. As a job seeker, I'm just going to pass it by. It doesn't capture my attention at all. Plus, you have 2 events on one flyer. Who would post 2 events on one flyer, Dave? And the print is so small. I mean, if you don't have your glasses on, you're not going to be able to see this. I mean, it's
how many likes?
All black and white ink. There's no visuals popping out at you, poppy colors. I mean, use the Andy Warhol theory. Pop that stuff out.
That's what I mean. And how many likes did it have? What, 2?
2 likes.
2 likes. And I had to sit there and
how many people are they post them and every 5 minutes they're looking. Did anybody like my stuff? Did anybody engage? I see all these postings on all these job things. And Dave, 1 like, 2 likes, 3 likes. Yes. You know, and I'm not saying that when I post something, I get 1 million likes, but I get a lot of direct messages because I do visuals. Yes. I make it fun. Staffing is supposed to be fun. Finding a job, I tell everybody, if you work with me or Dave or anybody, I make it fun. First thing, I make you feel good about yourself. Second thing, we're going to work together. You're not in this by yourself. And I think that's what we have to address with everybody out there, that the staffing firms are not the boss. You work together, right? The head coach, player, I say that all the time. I'm the head coach, they're the player. Without both of us, you don't get a job, and I don't have a job, right?
And that's what we talked about. And like you said, and back to when you were saying about likes, it's not all about the likes.
No.
But what you need to do is I've said this, if I took that flyer, cleared it up, made it visual, you could put it on the page like that, get your couple likes, people to look at it, but run that. You've seen how we've done that. You run the ad through Ads Manager behind the scenes and target candidates that are looking for forklift drivers, or are looking for maintenance.
You're exactly right. You target. I'm glad you said that, because you target. You can't just put a job out there and say we have jobs from $10 to $22 an hour. Call us. That is too broad. And it's like, this is what they say on the video. Call us. We have jobs. Come on down here to a job fair. In 10 seconds, they're done. I'm thinking, what are you trying to sell me? We're not selling anybody anything. We're trying to solve a solution. We're trying to help. That is the key word here, help. As much I say that, I say, call me because I'm here to help you and I'm part of you. We're both working together, and that's the thing.
Funny. And you've seen, Rich, and example of what we talked about, and I know we go off subjects all the time, but look what we talked about this morning on the social media when I showed you the insights, how to get people to like your page. Now, we're not going to tell them. That's a good piece there. You can't tell everybody everything, I know.
You're right.
But I showed you how your page, Rich, your page is exploding because of engagements, your audience, and now look how that liking the page. I got to show a couple other people. We have some friends.
And it's me, myself, and I, Dave. It's just me, myself, and I with you behind the scene on this. That's it. It's no big corporation. There's not 1 million people working for Staffing Shark. It's just me.
And it's just like I tell people too, is like, I love my wife. She likes all my postings, but I don't want to pay for it, because when I pay for an ad, you can like it. I'm like, oh, that just cost me 3 cents. Well, 2 of you liked it. It's not going to help me.
Well, you know what? These likes are going away soon. There are, if you see that on social media, I think not Twitter, but Instagram's going to be the first one. Everybody, every 5 minutes scrolls and sees how many likes they have. But is that getting you business? Is that engaging? No. The number one thing, I'll give it to Gary V. I watched his show yesterday. Is content, but when they make a comments go so farther than likes. Anybody can just like, but when they're making comments, they are engaging in your conversation. Now you have them in a ring of fire or ring of hire, we want to call it, right? So seriously, Dave, it's comments. Comments is the way to go now. Don't worry about likes. Worry about comments.
It is because again, we're going to go back to what we learned this morning. I'm going to say we learned because we did. It's called education, that if people would see the value of what we just showed each other, to get your pages, to get your word out, you saw what we did there. You saw, that makes sense. But it was engagement. Now they know that you've watched, or they know that you've seen them, or, acknowledged. That helps.
You're right. And I think the biggest thing is, as we wrap things up, is the positive mindset. We all have to be positive. And as much people say, oh, how can you be positive every day? Is because we're living life. And staffing is about living life, because staffing, there's so many avenues of that. You're helping people get jobs. You're in the community. You're making an impact in the society. You are part of life. Staffing is part of life. And it is, because without a job, I mean, you have to have a job to live, right? I mean, unless you're just sitting there, and just growing money somewhere. But no, I think that's what it's about. And right now I see so much negativity. We have so much negativity across the board in this industry now, where everybody's frustrated. Well, let's all get together.
Yes.
And have a powwow sometimes and think positive. And that's why I say in all my comments and stuff like that, reach out to me for a positive chat. I'm not going to solve every answer, but you know what? Together, maybe there's something I can help you with. Maybe there's something you can help me with. That's what it's about. 5 minutes of talking to somebody in the same industry will uplift your day. Am I right, Dave? Because when we have shows, if we don't have these shows, you even said that sometimes, like, these shows uplift me. Like, the rest of your day is going to be like vibrant, right?
It is, because now we got to go to work. It's a busy morning.
Good morning, Steve.
Yeah, Steve, he's been on there all day. He's always going at it all nighttime. And
he's hustling. He's doing a great job. I see some of his videos here and there, and I don't get to interact all the time, but Steve's doing an excellent job. So
we talked last night, the other night we were looking, I was like, Steve, are you looking at the camera or not? Because it's hard, but it all comes down to, like, look, you're networking, you're learning from each other. That's all what it's about. And
it is. We're learning from each other. That's the thing. Not everybody has the right answer. So at the end of the day, we're all a workforce family. Am I right, Dave?
Yes.
And that's the mindset we have to have. That's the mental health mindset we have to have going into the rest of this year and next year, is let's all work as a team. There is solutions, but don't jump on the bandwagon on everything. And then drive-throughs, after you do them for about a month, check and see how much staff you had out there and did it really work or not. That's something I just want to know. I would love to see the stats on that stuff, and then we could move to something else.
It is. And I appreciate your time, Rich. I know we'll set up that call. California, baby. Let's at least set it up and go over it. And then today is just working on sales. I got to work on sales all day today. That's my goal today.
Or is it, solving a problem, right? I'm going to do some problem-solving calls, right? Problem-solving calls, I call it, right?
Now I got to just shut all these lights off. I have to shut all these lights off now and now go to work and change functions. So
good time. But hey, I want to tell everybody at the end of the day, hey, like I always say, I say so many different quotes. Just think positive this week, guys. Think positive. You remember? And let's just enjoy life. Enjoy life. Think positive. And if you need any help or advice or just want to chit chat, you got myself, you got Dave. We're always here to uplift you.
And learn. So on that note, everybody, we'll see you tomorrow. And we're going to end the broadcast now, because you never know what Richard, my favorite saying.